That important. What's up, YouTube? HPJ here, giving you guys, ironically enough, a Digimon video for my pre-release experience from Digimon, uh, pre-release for BT23, Hacker Slumber. Now I know a lot of people are probably asking me, wait a minute, why are you giving us the Hacker Slumber stuff after Hacker Slumber has already been officially out? Some stores didn't get their um, release stuff, from what I've been told. My locals didn't. My locals actually had to wait till yesterday to do their pre-release because they did not receive it the week of and canceled last Sunday's pre-release, which is a smart move. So, what exactly did BT23 offer? Well, as you see in the picture, for me, not very much. Not very much at all. And I was really debating on even wanting to do the pre-release because I knew I wasn't going to get Mastermind. And I knew I wanted to get, I'll say Minerva. I was needing to get the Anjumon Lady Devi and stuff like that. And then I picked up, was it, I didn't pick up Terriermon, but I picked up Lotmon and Telamon. I still have not finished remotely any major parts of the Digimon game as of right now for Hacker's Memory, part of Cyber Sleuth. So I am looking into finishing it. It's just I have not finished it yet, which is sad. But I will be finishing it soon. Just because of the fact that I am going to be focusing on other things while in the meantime. Because the next major project you guys know that I'll be doing for Digimon is I'm going to be taking a look at Amethyst Mandala. I will be purchasing Amethyst Mandala. We don't know all the cards left in Amethyst Mandala. There's still some auction cards that haven't been revealed, but for the most part, majority of everything that's in the advanced deck has already been announced. We have the Renamon now, which is pretty cool. She's when moves are on play, she can actually pick up some things from the trash. And then there were big discussions yesterday about both Amethyst Mandala and Mastermon moving forward. That Mastermon is a very sensitive deck. There is no ships around it. Most people who are playing Masty don't want to play Masty. Are like, no, we really did struggle to afford this because some shops did not have Mirai Mikigera from EX6. Some shops didn't have EX6 at all. Some shops tried to get EX6, but Bandai being Bandai, apparently they killed Gundam. I don't know how you kill Gundam, but the Gundam trading card game is dying down thanks to whatever Bandai did. One Piece was still thriving because they had a pre-release for One Piece yesterday, right after we did the pre-release for, what was that? For Digimon. Sorry, things are just all over my mind. So unfortunately, yeah, I didn't even play in the pre-release. I just sat there and watched everybody else play. I worked a little bit on the deck and then more so focused just on building my Rush Duel deck for Harpie, because I'm trying to build a different variation of it to work in some of the cards to focus more on a different build. It's not a precise build, and I don't think anyone would take it legitimately seriously, which is fine. But the build that I wanted to build for is completely different from what I used to run. But it's only a method idea. It's not a 100% logistic idea. And it's crazy though, because I still don't have Prisma. But Prisma prices have gone up in Rush Duel, but that's for a different video. So the focus is basically going to be me focusing on Amethyst Mandala when it comes out. The picture you guys see in this video is actually the picture I took yesterday with all the cards that I picked up from the pre-release, which I think the only card that was worth anything was the full art Queen Beemon. I think that's what it is. I don't know. I don't care. It's in like a whole binder that I haven't touched. And actually, funny enough, yesterday I just dumped a whole bunch of BT14 stuff out of that binder that I had multiples of that I was not using. My quote trade binder, end quote, is just really garbage. It's now BT22, BT16 and BT14 cards in it. And as you can tell, the jump from BT14 to BT16 to BT22, you can already tell, yeah, ACJ has not played through 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. But not true, because I did pick up stuff for the combined set for 2.0 and 2.0.5. But that was just to get the stuff for the Spirit of Wind, the Spirit of Fire. I didn't pick up anything for the Spirit of Light. I did pick up Pokemon and Namon, a couple of the stuff for the lines, and that was it. That was really it. I didn't pick up anything for Tommy, JP. I kind of regret not picking up stuff for the Spirit of Darkness or Purple Hybrid, but I kind of feel like that wasn't a deck that was meant for me to run. If anything, if I did, it'd be Purple and Yellow Hybrid joining forces, because why not? But no, I think it just wasn't the type of combination of things that I wanted to play, and I didn't have an interest in Purple Hybrid to begin with. So after that, yeah, they played for a few rounds. We got we got packs. Um, really not much else to really say. It was just really just, I was there. I didn't want really anything. I mean, if the most part of anything I picked up was just Yu-Gi-Oh cards from the day before, because I got those Radiant Typhoon Visions, and I can start running MST in my Sky Striker deck. Yay! Sadly enough, that I couldn't get, which sucks, is that my locals, which is something I'll talk with Yu-Gi-Oh too, but my locals is dying down in terms of Digimon players. And I think it's simply because everyone converted to either Gundam, which now has kind of died itself, or One Piece, which kind of fluctuates its own. So there is a lot there. There's definitely a lot there, but it kind of just shows you how much of the poster children that Bandai puts the energy into. Because now that One Piece has a new set, they're going to push for the One Piece new set. They're going to push Amethyst Mandala, and then we're going to go into 2026, which I think BT24 is going to be up next. And I heard BT24 is going to be the set that has the Time Stranger support in it, which could mean more Mirai. But I haven't played Time Stranger, and I'm watching Good King Linky play Time Stranger, where we see Mirai go from an older version of herself to a younger version of herself. So will we see the optimals of, a Tailmon or a Salamon that will be included? Is Mastemon in? Well, I know she's in the game because I've seen her. I've seen people make Mastemon. Mastemon is makeable. Linky's actually making Mastemon right now. But for the 100% most part of it, I don't know how everything is going to pan out. I did eventually try, but it's still a lot of things up in the air. So forgive me for not really paying much attention to it, because I'm really not paying much attention to it. But I'm just going to focus more on Amethyst Mandala and focusing on ST22 instead of focusing on Mastemon. When the Heroine sets come out, then I'll go pick up Mirai. But then, even though picking up Mirai in March seems redundant, we also have to factor in the facts that Mastemon still has cards that are expensive even now, because the box topper for BT21, that Mastemon, is now almost $40. And you need at least 2 to 3, because you don't run Mastemon Ace anymore. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I don't have a Mastemon from the pre-release with the Practitioner. Then I already have I don't have the Mastemon from BT23. And I don't have, like I said, the mirror from EXX, because that's all I really need. And then once I formulate the deck, that's pretty much it. Will I play with it? No. Just, it's too much shenanigans and bullshit going on as it is. And, I need another Shine Greymon Ruin mode. I have a Shine Greymon Ruin mode, but that's in Sakuyamon, which that already lays to some problems. Because everybody did say, if Sakuyamon does tap in the way she does, they have to redo all of the plugins. Because all the plugins don't have the card saying that they're plug-in trait. So how does that factor in too? And then they also have to remember that there's a reason why most of the Sakuyamon cards have been limited, just because of because of the plug-in situation. So we still don't know how everything's going to pan out with the plugins. I will eventually get to that in its own separate video to talk about Amethyst Mandala and everything. So that's going to be some fun there. Then that's pretty much what I have moving forward. Is that I'll be moving into Sakuyamon from Mastermon, and then looking to see what BT23 does. I mean BT24. I know BT23 I didn't know BT23 had a Sakuyamon, but she's not any relevant to anything that we're playing in the game. And she more seems like a Cyber Sleuth card than she does a put into the main deck for, Sakuyamon as she is. Because we had a nice conversation, all of us, during Digimon Day for the pre-release. And it was basically, we all agreed. Sakuyamon is the cheaper waifu right now. Shout outs to what was it? Oh, the all first Digimon players, because Rina is still is still equal and tied to Mirai being the most expensive SR in the game overall. And it's crazy because it's the waifus that are the SRs that are that expensive. And even with the reprints that are coming out in a couple of months, it still won't be enough because you'll still need all the additional cards that have been printed in this set and in the box topper. So unless the box topper gets reprinted, which that's not happening anytime soon, it's still going to be some major issues between that. Did I pick up commons and stuff? No. I left the commons there after I got what I wanted. And then after that, I ended up leaving right before the pre-release stuff happened for One Piece. I have no interest in One Piece. So I was happy that I was leaving when One Piece was getting ready to start. No offense to the One Piece players, because I actually do watch One Piece. But I will just clearly say it. I'm not going to play One Piece. There's no need for me to play One Piece. I have no legitimate reason to want to involve myself in playing One Piece. Sorry for all the noise in the background. I'm actually getting the last bit of things I need before I have to go to work. But yeah, it is a lot going on in the background, but the Digimon video is not going to last too long. I will come home to talk more about my podcast, which you guys should be ready for. Podcast 21. Which is going to focus on basically everything I just talked about, because I have a more deeper discussion on Mastermind. I'll have a deep discussion on I need to fill that up before I leave. I'm gonna have a deep discussion to talk about Mirai playing the more Sonic, because it's November now, guys. We're gonna get SpongeBob. Oh, I can't wait for SpongeBob. Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. I just thought about that. Yeah, SpongeBob's coming to Sonic Crossroads in the next event, and I can't wait to hang out in Bikini Bottom while playing Sonic the Hedgehog, Joker from Persona, Hatsune Miku, and all of Sonic's friends. And yeah, I can't wait for that. That was probably the best amount of money I've ever spent in my life. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, you guys. It's gonna be really short for Digimon as well. It wasn't like I was playing competitively in the game. So yeah, that's not now that's out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it helps out tremendously. Links are in the description box below, and I'll catch y'all next time. HPJ signing out. Take care.